The Her Majesty Ship Fitz sailed bravely across the endless Atlantic Ocean. The sun glistened on the waves, turning the sea into a sparkling blanket of blue and silver. The wind filled the ship's sails, and the sailors went about their daily duties, unaware that today would bring a truly unforgettable adventure. Far below the surface, a pod of whales followed the ship. They leaped and splashed joyfully, their movements playful and full of curiosity. Among them was a tiny baby whale, full of energy and wonder. The little whale swam closer and closer to the ship, fascinated by its towering masts and the bright sails fluttering in the wind. Suddenly, with a splash and a flip, the baby whale accidentally jumped onto the deck of the Fitz. The sailors froze. Some rubbed their hands together with excitement. "Our next meal has arrived," one muttered, grinning. But not everyone saw it that way. Owoicho, the ship's young engineer, sprinted toward the deck, his heart pounding. He knelt beside the frightened whale. "No, we cannot hurt it. It belongs in the ocean," he said firmly. The other sailors stared, mouths open. "But our food supply is nearly gone," they argued. Owoicho didn't hesitate. With courage in his eyes, he picked up the baby whale, cradling it gently in his arms. He walked to the edge of the deck. "Back to your family," he whispered, tossing the whale into the rolling waves. The little whale splashed joyfully and swam straight back to its pod, which leaped and sang through the waves as if cheering Owoicho's bravery. The sailors shook their heads in disbelief, disappointed but silently impressed. Owoicho returned to his duties, feeling proud that he had followed his heart. Days later, a full moon rose over the horizon, painting the ocean silver. The sea turned wild and turbulent, crashing against the Fitz with roaring waves. Suddenly, a sail tore with a loud rip, and the ship shuddered. Owoicho rushed up the rigging to fix it, braving the storm. The wind howled, waves smashed against the deck, and lightning illuminated the sky. A sudden gust swept Owoicho off the rigging, and he plummeted into the churning sea. He struggled, gasping for air, his hands clawing at the waves. "Help!" he shouted, but the ship was too far above him, and the storm was too fierce. Just when it seemed all hope was lost, a dark shape moved beneath the waves. The baby whale. Its fin cut through the water like a knife, moving faster than any swimmer could. With incredible strength and care, the whale reached Owoicho and nudged him gently by the collar, lifting him above the waves and carrying him safely back to the deck. The sailors on the Fitz watched in awe, their mouths wide with astonishment. The storm began to calm, and Owoicho, soaked and trembling, hugged the whale in gratitude. "Thank you, my friend," he whispered. The whale dove back into the ocean, disappearing into the moonlit waves, but its joyful songs echoed across the sea. From that day forward, the crew of the Fitz never forgot what they had witnessed. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye!